I asked Dorothy, what did she want me to talk about tonight? And she said, just kind of come and go off the cuff. And then you get up and prepare, you had your piece and, it's all good. I follow all these amazing performers, the kids from my school. You guys, I'm a mess right now. And now it's my turn. Thanks, Dorothy, I appreciate that. No, really, I am. And I feel a deep connection to, everyone who's been up here tonight, the kids from my school, the beautiful words that all of you shared with us. And, I know bits and pieces of where some of those came from, but I mean, that piece was just amazing. That was amazing. And the power of the arts, which, again, in our public schools we're missing to a large extent because we're spending our money on the prisons, I guess. Lala. I mean, I know Lalas. They're in my school. They've been at Green. In my classroom, where I teach at Nathan Bishop and where I taught at Nathaniel Green for many years, I feel hopeful. I really do, because I work with 13 and 14-year-olds, and they're amazing. They're resilient, because they have to be. And I'm hopeful. But here tonight, I'm really not. I'm feeling very defeated. You talk about the little quip you had with the SAT, and that A standing for affluence. And my school suffers from an achievement gap. It's pretty shocking to me, since half our population comes from the wealthy East Side, middle class East Side. They're doing all right academically. The other half of the population comes from the not so affluent East Side and from other parts of the city. And they're not doing as well. I wonder where that gap comes from. And I sit here thinking, yeah, those are those tests. We have more tests to tell us what we already know. It's just frustrating. I feel pretty defeated. We're investing wrong. We're listening to, we have a political campaign that's happening right now. I'm getting really tired of hearing everybody. And for the first time in my adult life, I'll be 50 next year, I don't think I'm gonna vote, because they're all disgusting to me. I was joking with Abe before, if their lips are moving, they're lying. I mean, I feel very defeated. So I'm glad I'm going back to my classroom tomorrow, where I can work with the beautiful children that I work with and all of the issues that they have. Today we had a nice conversation with one of my students, not about the Greek myth, not about citing text, not about what the lesson was really about, but about the shooting that happened in Chad, because that's what he needed to talk about, and about his family and his older brothers and some of the chaos in the household. And, honey, do you have a place in your house where you can actually get homework done? He said, yeah, sometimes in my room. He has his own little corner room. When it's quiet, he can go there to escape some of the chaos. I don't have any answers. Sometimes I think I do. Sometimes I know where we're supposed to go with all of this. What I do know is that the answers lie in listening to our kids and listening to what they need and dealing with what they need and not perpetuating the 85% and wondering why they're not doing well in school and being so willing to force them out before they're 16. They drop out before they're 16. Now we want to hold them legally until they're 18. Why? So they can feel unsuccessful for 2 more years? I don't get it. I don't get it. And I don't know. I'm going to sit down now because I am feeling really defeated. And I'm going to turn my attention to anyone else who's going to say something positive tonight, and turn my attention tomorrow to my wonderful 13 and 14-year-olds. So.